9 times out of 10, she ain't going nowhere. I can bet my bottom dollar. Hey kitties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marilyn and I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So go ahead and subscribe now because I already know you're gonna like it here, okay? It's all good vibes, chill vibes, okay? Go ahead and like it too, like the video now. I know you didn't see it yet, but just go ahead and like it, girl. Okay, kitties, so y'all already know when I don't have any glam on, then you know this is a glam video. When you see this white robe, I still haven't gotten a new one yet, but when you see this white robe, you already know. We're about to get into some makeup. I'm actually going to be trying all the makeup that I hauled in my last video from Target. So, and we're going to be doing a chit chat, okay? I haven't done, what did I name it? I haven't done a kitty conversation in a while. So we're gonna chill, do some makeup, try some new makeup products, do a nice little spring look while we talk some shit, okay? Grab a snack, you know, grab something to drink. I just have water. I just have my water. I actually have in my top retainers. They're plastic aligned, they're retainers, but I put them in because it helps me to stop snacking so damn much. And that snacking stuff has been getting out of hand, girl. So I was like, you know what, let me put my retainers in because it keeps me from just being in the kitchen and just like taking a bite here, taking a bite there, you know. It slows me down. It slows me down. All right, so, and I have my water, so get your drink, your snack, whatever, and let's get into it. Okay, I think I'm gonna put something on to keep my hair out of the way. I have one of these things here, so I'm just gonna put that on. Get it over this head, child. Okay, boo, I have this thing on. All right, so the topic, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably took like a poll. I also put the poll here on YouTube. I think only like 20 people took it, but on Instagram it was about 100 people that took it, so it's great feedback. And the question was, if you see your friends, significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, if you see them out with someone else, are you gonna say something? Or are you gonna mind your business? Okay, so are you team let them know, or team girl, mind your business and keep it moving? That is what we're gonna be talking about today while I do my makeup and try these makeup products. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of prep my face. My face is already moisturized. I'm just gonna put some conditioner on my lip. And this conditioner is by Wwyd, which is my small business if you don't already know. I have all the information below, but this is a handmade product. All of our products are handmade. All right, so this is a pout pudding. So it's basically, let me just show you here. It's basically a lip conditioner. Okay, so it just keeps my lips moisturized. And this one is in mango. All right, so that's it. Really soft, it was really silky. So yeah, so that is the topic. Like, what team are you? So before we even get into the video, just in the comments right now, put I'm saying something or I'm minding my business. Just put that in the comments now. Then you can go back and elaborate, because I definitely want to know why you chose what you chose. And we're just going to go over different scenarios in the video here and just talk about it, joke around. I'm going to be joking, but because it's me, so a joke is gonna come out. But it's not a joke, if you know what I'm saying, because I know people really deal with this shit, okay? So I'm gonna keep that in mind, but I'm a jokester, so, and this isn't anything too serious. It's just like a made up scenario. I'm not going through it. I never see any of my friends' men out anywhere. We're just talking shit, okay? Eating snacks, doing makeup, and talking shit. So I'm going for a soft spring look. We'll see what happens as I go, because I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I just know I want a soft spring inspired sort of look, and I'm going to start with this foundation, which is by NYX, and this is the Born to Glow. It is a very glowy foundation. Of course, it's very lightweight. It doesn't have much coverage at all, but it does make my skin tone even, and it looks like a healthy glow, so I really like that. So that's what I'm going to use while we just talk a little bit. Now, before we get into it, let me paint you a picture now. Let's say you're out with whoever you're with, and you know, you're minding your business. currently. You can be, at the time you're minding your business, and you just walk in, and let's say you're going out to eat or going out to dinner, and you see your homegirl, let's give her the name Carisha, because I find that funny. All right, so you see Carisha's man out and about with someone else. Now, you do not know who per se this someone else is, but you know it's not Carisha. It's not Carisha, and maybe their body language is questionable, okay? The way they're looking at each other is questionable, okay? And you're like, what to do? You're not making yourself known. Like he doesn't see you, but you see him, okay? And you have to process, like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Me personally, I would find it extremely difficult. Let me tell you, extremely difficult to go back and tell Carisha, like, girl, I saw Larry. I can't think of the name for some reason. I saw Larry out, and he was with some woman. I don't really know who it is, but it didn't look right. I would have such a hard time doing that. So I probably would be team mind my business. When I think about it, I would be team mind my business, really. Now, if you are team, let's say you're team, I'm telling, when you tell, like when you make that decision to go ahead and tell, what are the intentions? What do you think is going to come of it? Okay? Do you think I'm going to tell her because I want her to know? I'm going to tell her because I want her and Larry to work on it. I'm going to tell her because I always knew he wasn't shit, and I need to be able to tell her, let her know, like, girl, didn't I tell you he ain't shit? Like, what are your intentions? What is the reason to tell her? That is one thing that you really have to process, and you have to think, what is going to come of it? Okay, like, what's going to happen? What is going to be a consequence of me telling her such sensitive information that has absolutely nothing to do with me? Okay, now it's not like for me, the only reason I would probably say something to someone about something that sensitive is if, I don't know, your life has to be like in danger, or your child's life has to be in some sort of immediate danger for me to feel like I have to tell, where there's no question at all, I have to tell. But in this type of situation, I would really have to think about it. And like I said, you have to think about what happens after you tell them. Now, let's say you call Carisha, you meet up with Carisha over brunch, because that's what y'all like to do. Like, girl, let's do brunch. You take her out, and you sit her down, and you say, girl, the other day I went to lunch with whoever, and when I walked in, I saw Larry, and I saw Larry with somebody, but it wasn't you, but I don't really know who it was. Okay, this is what you're telling her. She hasn't reacted yet, but how do you expect her to react? Realistically, what do you think she's gonna do? How do you think she's gonna react? Okay, now you tell, let's say you already told her, and now she's reacting. Now she's saying, well, who was it? You don't know really who it was, but you know it looked a little funny. What if she's like, well, what were they doing? Was she hugging? Did they look like friends? Did they do this? And they're like questioning you, like, what really did you see? Are you making this up? Are you exaggerating? What was it? And you're just like, well, bitch, I don't know, it wasn't you. So what you gonna do about it? And honestly, what if she starts questioning you as if you hallucinated, or you are delusional, or you are extra? What if she starts looking at you like that? Like, how are you going to feel if she is already being defensive about her man? What if she flat out tells you, like, ain't no way, girl, that was probably just a sister and you tripping? How is she going to be looking at you? You could be telling the truth now, but because love is sometimes blind, love is crazy, and she is going to probably lean towards her man instead of you. How are you going to feel about that? because you volunteer this information, but it has nothing to do with you because it's their relationship and doesn't have anything to do with you. But this is your friend and you want to let her know. But what if she turns the table and start acting like you tripping?
If you want to, it's not a good thing. Okay? Now back to the one.
You have the problem, not him. Now she's on her way home. And let me stop for a second because I'm going to tell you that I'm going to try the this is the Super Stay Maybelline, the 30-hour concealer. This concealer is a little light. I'm going to use it to highlight, but I feel like I could have gotten a shade or two even darker. So, but we're going to make it work. We can tone it down. So yeah, now she's on the way home to her man that you saw. Okay, she's on her way home to him. And she's going to be like, well, you know what Tanya told me? Tanya saw you out with some girl at dinner or lunch. And who is she talking about? This is so light. I'm going to really have to work this and finesse this. Like, oh, Tanya saw you out. Okay. And what was that about? He's going to be like, man, I told you Tanya's jealous. I told you Tanya's this. I never really liked her. You really need to start checking your friends. Okay? Do you know how easy it's going to be for him to sway her? First of all, they're together 24/7 and that pillow talk talks loud. Okay? I'm just going to let you know. The pillow talk talks loud. And he's like, man, I knew Tanya wasn't nothing. Now, you don't mess up your brunch date, your future dates with Carisha, because now she's feeling funny about what you said. Okay? And she's probably not believing you, or maybe she does believe you a little bit, but doesn't want to face it. You know, so she's just gonna act like you're delusional just to save face. Because think about it, how damn embarrassing? How embarrassing would that be? All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this concealer out, girl, and it looks like it's already setting. Okay, let me just blend this out. And then we can get back to Carisha and them. Okay. Let's blend this out. Okay, it blended out pretty nice. My face looks so glowy. It's not doing what it was supposed to do. You know? Okay, so that blended in pretty natural looking. It almost disappeared to me. But I wanted this to be more of a glam look. I'm going to go on top of it with the other concealer that I got, which is from NYX. It's the Bear With Me concealer. Or the Bear With Me concealer serum. So I'm going to pump a little bit of this on my hand and then put it under my eyes and see how that goes. Okay, and I hope y'all think about what I just talked about. Just for that scenario, I'm trying to give you time to type something below in the comments, girl, while I highlight under my eye. Okay. So this is how it looks. It looks very glowy and natural. It's very light under the eyes, but you know, we'll fix that. I'm just gonna go ahead and set it with the what is this? This is the Beauty Bakery Bite Size, and it's the Pinch of Flower, and this is in the color Plantain. So it's a yellow powder. Let me just show you it here. Let's see it. Yeah, it's like a yellow powder. All right, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye with. So let's get back into this. So now, like I said, she's on her way home, or she went home and she talked to him about it. Now she's downplaying it or being in denial, maybe that's what it is, and he's talking about you and saying how you just probably jealous and you're imagining things. Now what? Now your relationship is going to be strained. It really is, because he's going to be a lot more convincing than you in most cases, not every case, but 9 times out of 10. They rolling with the man. So it's like, what was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
What was the reason? Why did you even bother to say something in that case, right? If that's the type of situation that you're going to end up in. And I feel like that situation is way more common than a situation where, you know, you tell the friend and y'all freaking ride off into the BFF sunset and do brunches and have endless mimosas after. I really don't feel like that's as likely to happen. But what you think? Because I really want to know in the comments. What do you think? Okay, so I set the concealer. It actually looks pretty good now that it's set. So we can move on into another product that I had gotten from Ulta. It's by Thread, and this is called Face It. The product. This is a complexion stick, and I got this to bronze with. The shade that I got is 180 Rich Brown Cool. So this is it here. So it's a really good shade for me to bronze with. I'm just gonna go in on the perimeter of my face. Okay. This is a really good color. I'm just trying not to put too much because I never used it before. I don't really know how it's gonna go, but it's a really nice color for me to bronze with. It's perfect. It's not too light. It's not too dark. Get it around my forehead. Get it a little on my nose. Oh, I need to put some concealer on my nose, down the bridge. Okay. I'm just gonna blend this out. All right, and I put some concealer right down here off camera just to highlight my nose, and then we can go ahead and blend out the bronzer. But would you be, getting back to our little chit chat, now would you be upset? Like, what if you had a friend that you told this information to and they already know? Like, they already knew. You're not really telling them anything new. How would you feel if they did nothing about it? Like, would that upset you if you had a friend that was just, you told them all this information and they decided to do nothing with it? Would that upset you? Would you feel like, well, what you gonna do? Would you feel like, damn girl, I done gave you all this information and you're not gonna do nothing with it? Because you have to expect, like, if you're gonna, that's why I said you have to think about, if I tell her this, what is gonna come of it? It's probably gonna make your relationship more strained than the suspect, than her man, okay? I think you guys are gonna have more difficulty with it, way more than the spouse, the boyfriend or the girlfriend or anything like that. The relationship is going to be strained between you friends, okay? Your whole brunch date's going to be messed up. She may not want to hang out with you as much because it might be a little bit embarrassing. I mean, at least I would think so. It's just I think it's an embarrassing situation, period. So that's why I say, I don't think I would say anything, although I find it difficult. I think it would be very hard not to. Because at the same time, if you have a friend, you feel like, man, I want her to know this, and I don't want her to be in the dark. But at the same time, this is information about someone's relationship that really doesn't have anything to do with me. She's gonna make her decision whether or not. And another thing with me when it comes to stuff like this, I am a firm believer that what's done in the dark comes to the light. Like, I'm almost positive, either like with certain situations, like when it comes to cheating or a man that, is doing all these things behind their back, I'm a very firm believer that eventually she would find out if she doesn't already know. Because you could be just telling her information she already knows and just further embarrassing him or her. So it's like, it's the same as I was telling my husband, it's the same as somebody saying, you have a flat tire, your tire's low, but you just don't have the money to fix it yet. But here is a stranger pointing it out. They're just being, a good person. It's a good deed. Like, hey, you had a flat tire. Of course I know. I drove here on it. I left my house and I saw that it was flat. I just don't got the money to fix it yet. Leave me alone. Okay, y'all, my face is looking really like nice. It looks really like glowy, and that foundation is very glowy, and it just looks, and the what is this thing? This bronzing, it's a complexion stick, but I use it as a bronzer. This looks really good on the skin too. It looks very natural and it adds to the glow. I am gonna set it though with some powder, a powder bronzer. This is by Makeup Revolution. I always use this one. I try to use other ones, but I just love this one so much. Let me just grab a brush. Yeah, did I use this for blush? Okay, so let me just go ahead and set this, but like I was saying, that's why y'all better, like, if you decide that you want to tell somebody this type of information, you have to be prepared for the repercussions of it, because y'all might not ride off into the BFF sunset and, like I said, do brunch all day, go shopping and do y'all girl thing. It might really mess up your relationship before it even messes up their relationship, and I think that is way more realistic. It's 9 times out of 10 she ain't going nowhere either. 9 times out of 10 she ain't going nowhere. I can bet my bottom dollar she ain't going no damn where. So why are you talking about it? Like, why are you even mention it? That's how I feel. I'm gonna stick to that. I am team mind your business. You don't know what she knows already. You don't know what she's doing, because that's realistic too. You don't know what she's doing, or you don't know what she already knows and she's just dealing with it for now until she finds the strength to do something else. I don't know. But like I said, if the relationship doesn't really have nothing to do with me, I feel like I don't want to say anything. I guess if you have certain friends that you're very close with, maybe you, I don't know. I still wouldn't want to say nothing, because again, it's a relationship that doesn't have anything to do with me, and I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, like we just said, they ain't going nowhere. You want me gone before that man. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Okay, y'all, I just want to lean a little closer so you can see my skin close up and how it looks. And I think this looks really nice. The finish of this is very nice. I love the way my skin looks. And I love the color. The concealer was light, but once I set it and blended it out, it was, you know, it blended in nice, because it's such a thin, very lightweight formula. It almost just blended right into the skin. So the fact that it was light didn't even really matter too much what I see, but I just want to lean in so y'all can see it real close. You know. Okay, so I'm going to set my face with the, it's called Soft Focus Powder, you guys. If you've been here before, you've seen this plenty of time. This is Soft Focus Powder. It doesn't even have the name on it anymore. But it's by Black Radiance, and this is in the color Milk Chocolate. So I just set my overall face with it. Just blend everything and merge everything together. But I'm just patting it over it. Alright, so now we can get into the eyes. I hope you guys are commenting your opinion, because on Instagram, I got so much feedback on Instagram. No one just took the poll and just said yes or no. Everyone left a message, because it really isn't that simple, and I actually get it, because, you know, it kind of depends on the situation, and you know, if you tell the person, you know, there's going to be consequences in your relationship. It's going to affect your relationship. In most cases, I think it's going to be negatively. Not in every case though. Not in every case. But in a lot of cases, it's going to be negative, and they may end up with that person anyway. They may work it out, and then you just look like the snitch. Honestly, you just look like the person that talked too much. To me, I don't know. You just look like the snitch, even though that just being a snitch wasn't the intention. It was like, man, I don't want my friend to be. I'm putting some more setting powder, because I kind of lost it, but I'm not gonna blend it. I'm just gonna put it and leave it while I do my eye makeup. I'm just gonna put it here, because I blended a lot of it out. Some on my eyes before I start my eyeshadow, just to make it go on even more smooth. I like to put the setting powder, because I did put concealer on that eye. All right, so we're just gonna leave it like that. Let it just sit. I can afford to do this because I have oily skin, So my skin will eventually soak up this powder. This is a step that I don't think, if you have dry skin, I think you should totally skip adding any sort of excess powder. Oh, and I forgot to do the blush. This is one of the items that I picked up from Target. This is the Beauty Bakery Bite Size Blush Smackaroon, and this is the color Freshly Baked. Let me just open it. This is the color Freshly Baked. Such a nice color. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my cheeks. But I forgot where I left off, y'all. I really forgot where I left off. But I think I was saying I'm Team No. And ooh, this color is so pretty. Oh, this is a nice color. This is, I might put this on my eyelid. I don't know. Alright, so leave that there. Leave the powder. But I was saying, yeah, I'm Team No. And the reasons that we just went over is the reason I would be Team No. Because I believe in minding your business. And I know realistically, what I say will not help you make your decision on what to do with this man. Please. I know better. I know how much more your man can be, how much more convincing your man can be at home, talking to you nice. Child, please. But I know you want to be a good Samaritan and tell your friend, but you just have to be prepared, because people really do flip things on you and end up not talking to you because of that. Even though your intentions were good. I know I would be mad if I tell somebody some information like that and they decide to flip it on me and are upset with me. I would be, girl, I would be real pissed. And then if I tell you and then you are like just oblivious to it, I feel like that would bother me. I feel that would bother me. And yeah, so I wouldn't want to do it, and I don't want to embarrass. I would hate to like embarrass anybody or make them feel uncomfortable in front of me, because I know some information that is a little bit, you know, embarrassing. All right, y'all, so I'm grabbing this palette. I don't even really know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to use this palette. I'm trying to think of, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I want to use this blue, I think, but I don't want it all over the lid. I may use it as like a pop. You know, like do something neutral and soft on the eye up here on the top of the lid, and then do a pop at the bottom. I think I might have to scooting a little closer for the eye part, y'all, so y'all can really see. So I'm going to start with maybe this brown. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to start with this brown color here. It's going to be a little bit more makeup talk, because I kind of gave y'all my opinion on the situation. And you know what team I am. It's just now you have to let me know what team you are while you watch me do my eyeshadow. This is a really nice color. Perfect color for the crease. So I just blended it in the crease just to warm it up a bit, and you see it gave me some nice, you know, some nice warmth to my eyes. Okay, or should I do blue on the lids? I probably should do blue on the lids, y'all. I'm gonna do blue. I'm gonna do blue. Okay, y'all, I'm pretty close, and I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna start with, I'm thinking of just doing like a very warm brown orangey tone in the crease, and then doing some of this blue on the lid and at the bottom of the lash line, and just do something that I normally don't do. I'm gonna start with this color here on the edge. Let me show you this. Oh, that's too light, that color there. Okay, and we'll just kind of see where it goes. This is a very light, like a light warm, like a terracotta shade. I'm gonna try mixing it with the orange and see what happens. Okay, I like that. So I'm just gonna put this on the outside just really softly, the outside, the outer corner of my eye, really softly. Just mixing this and this. I'm mixing them together just to see what happens. So I'm glad I got most of the conversation out, because during this eye makeup portion, it would be so hard for me to even go back and forth talking to y'all about it. But I said mainly, or most of what I believe, so y'all can have the mic to talk. Sorry, I just got a call. But y'all can have the mic to talk. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to do some of the blue. I don't know if I'm going to do this blue. It looks kind of ashy. Or that. I think I'm going to do this color. Alright, so I think I'm going to go for this color. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it looks, but fingers crossed. So I'm just going to pack that on the lid. I like it. The color is really pretty. It's a nice shimmery, yeah, I like this. Nice shimmery color. I'm just gonna put it up to about here. I'm not gonna go all the way in. I'm gonna put a different color there and then kind of just blend the three colors together. So I have both lids with the blue color on it. So I'm gonna grab my blending brush again, and I'm gonna go back into this brown color here and soften it up in the crease, because you see how harsh it looks? We need to blend it. We need to blend the edges, yeah. I want this to be soft, a soft look. Even though the color is all bright or whatever, it can still be done softly, because that's what I prefer.
Storms that we weather. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire to my desire for the pleasure. You a gem, got me blim, this nigga men's, know you can about here.
Alright, so now I'm gonna go into this color here. See, this color here has a little bit of a sheen to it. And I'm gonna put that on the inner corner of my eye. Like a soft pearl sort of color. It has a lot of iridescence to it. It has shifts where it kind of looks a little purple. These eyeshadows are pretty buttery, thank goodness. You can see, like, I don't really have much fallout or anything like that. And we're just overlapping. I'm just making sure some of this color gets a little over top of that blue-green color. And it's looking so pretty. Ooh, so pretty. I'm just following like the shape of my eye and just highlighting it a little up into the socket of the eye, and then just kind of stopping right there. Soft blend. So we need some in the inner corner on this eye. We need some right in here. Okay, and we're gonna need some right here, right in the inner corner. Because we're gonna bring these same colors down on the bottom too. Okay. This palette is pretty. This color has like a purple shift in it. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. It doesn't look like you can see it, but in person it's like a purpley pink sort of shift when you move a certain way. So nice. All right, so I'm gonna do some line. I'm gonna do a brown liquid liner, and this is by Wet n Wild. Alright, so I have the liner on. I'm gonna go ahead and put these lashes on off camera. These lashes are from Amazon. I love these. I think they're called, I'll link them. I'll find them on another video and I'll just link it so you guys can see. But I love how fluffy these are. And then they're long, fluffy, and they're lightweight. Oh my god. Just watch how it really like takes the look up to another notch. So I'm gonna put the lashes on, and then we can finish out the bottom portion and kind of just finish up the face into the lip, and you know. Okay guys, so these are the lashes. Let me lean a little closer. I just wish you can see how purple this color is. It's like a nice purpley pink sort of iridescence. Looks so pretty with the lashes. It just really pops. I love this. It's really soft. It's blue, but I did it very lightly in a very soft way, so it's a wearable color when it's like this. You can wear it in the daytime, nighttime. It doesn't look all, you know, it doesn't look too much. But this is it again with the wing. Now let's finish out the bottom. We're gonna bring some of those colors, some of those same colors on my bottom lashes, my bottom lash line. Okay, so let's get a blending brush. I'm not gonna do any eyeliner in the waterline. I really don't like doing that. I really hate working down here, period. But let's get a brush. Y'all see how I just went straight makeup mode when I started doing my eyes? I can't even talk about anything else except this. So I'm just gonna grab that same reddish brown color that we warmed up the crease with. I'm gonna warm up the bottom lash line with it. It's really pretty. And then with the mascara, it's gonna make it pop even more. I'm just gonna start with that color first. Bring it, you know what, let me get closer, y'all. We get right up in there. And then bring it on this eye as well. Just to warm it up. And now I'm going to use the blue color. And I'm gonna focus it just right here on the, probably just the mid portion of the eye, the bottom lash line. Because I definitely don't want to do too much. Right, so that's something got in my eye. That's what I hate. Oh, a little bit got in my eye. I hate that. Alright, so I think I'm gonna bring it out a little, bring it back this way a little more. Yeah, I think that looks good. And I did this blue, the one that we done lit, and I'm gonna like top it with this blue just to see, you know, let's see what happens. I'm gonna do it lightly though, so it might make it pop. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's the recipe, y'all. I'm gonna do that here on both eyes first. Do the sort of teal shimmery blue that we had on the lid. So we're gonna put that down first. And then the lighter blue. That looks pretty. Then I'm gonna go with my bronzer. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my bronzer just to blend those colors in a little bit more. Let me get my blending brush. Alright, so I'm just gonna use my bronzer and go right at the bottom of the color like this, and just sort of sweep the bronzer under it. Yeah, that's much better. Hold on, I lost some of my blue, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back in with some more blue. I want this to be beginner friendly, but I don't know. I don't know if you would consider it beginner friendly. I don't know. Yes. So now let's do our mascara, and the mascara is gonna make the blue pop even more. So let's do that. Alright, so the mascara is on. You can see how much it just, you know, it made it pop. I'm just gonna go back in with this iridescent color that, no, this one right here that I have on the inner portion. I'm just gonna go back in with that color and just intensify it just a little bit more. Make sure it's like here at the bottom too, yeah. Yes, that's what looks so good. Now let's get into this lip before my camera dies. So I'm gonna do a brown lip liner. So I'm gonna do a color called Cherry Cola, actually, and it's by Sugar Scoop Beauty. So I'm gonna do that first, line the lips. All right, boom. So Cherry Cola is on. So now I'm going to do, what am I going to do? So next I'm going to put Chai Genius by Maybelline. It's from their Superstay, their ink. I'm going to put that on next, but just going to blot it like. I don't want it to be too much. All right. And I'm gonna put a lip gloss over it, and this is by Sugar Scoop Beauty. That is my small business, you already know. And these are handmade glosses by myself. But this color is called Neapolitan. It's like a lip luminizer, so it has some little shimmeries in there. It's really, really, really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put that over the top for some extra gloss. I always want to make sure you put some gloss on your Cupid's bow. It looks extra sexy. Make sure your lips look extra plump. So right up in here. Now I am going to spray my face with this e.l.f. setting spray. It's called the Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist, long lasting wear. So I'm just gonna spread it on my face. Let that set in. I'm just gonna use my sponge to kind of like further press that powder that I had under my eyes, just to blend it in even more. Just push that setting spray like into my skin. Okay. So I'm gonna take this thing off my head and I'll be back. Okay, kids, I went and just changed a little bit just to give you, you know, like a vibe. So I put on something, you know, a little summery, springy to go with the makeup, but I love how the look came out. I really love how the eyeshadow looks. You know, I don't really do a lot of color, but I feel like even though it's blue, it's wearable. Okay, it's very wearable because it's done so soft. The eyeshadow palette is a dream. It's not chalky. It doesn't have a lot of kickback and a lot of fallout at all. It goes on so smooth. I wish my camera was picking up the color that's in the inner corner because it's an iridescent purple pink tone, but that eyeshadow palette is the bomb. Like, I really love it. My face looks good. The concealers are very lightweight. They don't really cover much, just so you know. It almost kind of just blended into my skin. So even though the colors were very light at first, once I blended it out, it was fine, and it is very lightweight, and I put 2 concealers on. So yeah, it worked out so good. I really like this setting powder, the Beauty Bakery setting powder. I really like the color of it. I just love everything. And the lips, obviously. Sugar Scoop Beauty, the gloss made it pop. The liner, which was Cherry Cola, made it pop. It's always, the lips always gonna pop. Okay, that's the only lip gloss I wear. Y'all already know that because it's my small business and I actually make these glosses, so I know what I'm looking for. So they're the bomb, they're smooth. If any of you guys have ever tried it, let the people know in the comments, girl. These lip glosses, they're it, period. That's the only glosses you're probably gonna see me wear on this channel, seriously. But yeah, everything came out good. I'm just looking at myself here in the, you know, the camera, and I like the way this looks. It looks great with my hair. My hair is getting a little old, y'all, so I'm gonna do some new plaits in it, or some new, I don't know if I want to do twist, passion twist plait. I'm probably gonna do this again, but smaller, longer, with like loose curly ends. I don't know, y'all will see. But thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I really want to know what you think in the comments, as well as the other kitties, so we can all kind of just talk, okay? Because this is a great topic, I think. So thank you so much for watching again, girls. Bye. Bye. I look cute. Bye.